Hello, guys, and welcome back to the FPL Duo. Don't know what happened there with the screen, but yeah, welcome back, guys, to the team selection video for game week 15. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having a good start to the week. Obviously, as you guys know, it is a Tuesday deadline, so we had to put this video out earlier than usual. But yeah, glad to be back for another stream. And yeah, how you doing, Jordan? How's your Monday been?
Yeah, it's very nice, thanks. It's actually my birthday today. I'm actually 28. So yeah, the age is ticking away for me. But yeah, it's been a lovely day.
Yeah,
nice birthday. But yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys.
Yeah, obviously, happy birthday to yourself. Obviously,
Thank you.
streaming on your birthday, which is again is a good one, I guess, for you. I mean, obviously, we'll have to do something together soon. But yeah, obviously, happy birthday for that.
Thanks.
So yeah, I mean, we'll get into it for game week 15. But before we do move on to game week 15, we have to talk about game week 14. Obviously, that just finished yesterday in a mad game. I think it was Spurs and City, wasn't it? The last game of the game week. So, I mean, I'll kick it off. So let's start off with Areola in goal, and it seems like this guy cannot keep a clean sheet to save his life. Very annoying and frustrating. So West Ham did actually what was the score? Was it a 2-1, wasn't it?
I think it was a 1-1 draw.
Sorry, 1-1, wasn't it, against Palace? And yeah, Areola concedes yet again, which is again frustrating, as we know now. And maybe a goalkeeper transfer could be on the horizon. So yeah, he concedes back to 3. Not really much to discuss there. Tsimikas got the assist. Obviously, Arsenal clean sheet was wiped. In the midfield, again, hit and miss. Obviously, Mbeumo got an assist. Palmer blanked in Chelsea's win. Saka did score for Arsenal in the win as well for 2-1 against Wolves. Son was brilliant, I thought, against Man City, getting that goal and an assist and the own goal. Salah also picked up an assist for Liverpool's dramatic win against Fulham. Yeah, mine went blank there against Fulham, which was again a good result. And then up top, some nice returns. Haaland obviously getting me the 14 points due to his 2 assists and he's being my captain. And Ollie Watkins did have a nice little haul as well with a goal and an assist. So, as you guys can see, it's a bit of an up and down week in a sense. Obviously, I had a lot of points on the bench. Taylor went and got an assist and also the clean sheets. So he comes away with a 10 point, which I missed out on. Livramento also get a clean sheet and a bonus point against Man United. So he's on the bench as well. So quite a few points on the bench. But ultimately, in the end, it is 63 points for my game week. And it is a slight green arrow, which I am happy about. Now into that 1.1 million range. Hopefully, in the coming weeks, hopefully by the new year, I can break into that top 500k I am aiming for. And try and be optimistic that I can get into there. So yeah, 63 points all out for my game week 14. Let's move it along to your team then, Jordan, and just quickly recap as well your game week 14 team.
Yes, I know, not such a great week for me, but yeah, obviously it was a red arrow. But we'll start off in goal with Areola. Yeah, we've mentioned no clean sheet again for Areola. I think for this game week 15, I'm considering benching him actually for another goalkeeper, which I'm going to use instead because I don't see a clean sheet coming for Areola this season. But we move on to the defence. So Tsimikas got an attack and return, got an assist, which led him to get the 4 points. No clean sheet against that mad game against Fulham. So it was nice to see Tsimikas get an attack and return and 4 points. Luka Dean, on the other hand, no surprise, no clean sheet again for Aston Villa since literally, like I said, game week 6. That was the last clean sheet Aston Villa have had since then. It's been a wipe and only 1 point for Luka Dean because he also got a yellow card to top it off with. Moving on to the last defender, that's Trippier, who got the big haul in defence for me. 12 points, clean sheet, assist, and bonus 3. I'm not going to stay on this so long because I'll rant about Man United until midnight tonight. So I'll save you guys that, obviously, that rant. But we move on to the midfield, and we've got Matoma, who's get his 1 point for playing 33 minutes. So not really much to talk about there. He was bench but came on to play for a few minutes.
Mhm.
Salah gets his assist and gets 5 points in that mad 4-3 win against Fulham. Mbeumo, same thing, gets an assist, played 77 minutes in that 3-1 over Luton. And finally, Saka, who gets an 8-pointer for scoring and getting a bonus 1 in that 2-1 win over Wolves. And finally, up front, we've got the 3 forwards, Wissa, who got a blank, considering Brentford scored 3 against Luton, but no returns for him, so only 2 points. Alvarez and his teammate Haaland, Alvarez got an assist in that big 3-3 draw against Spurs, and Haaland got a goal, not a goal, sorry, 2 assists, a yellow card near the end, and which led him getting obviously 14 points with the captaincy over him. So it did pay off being the captain for this week. Just quickly on the bench, we've got Leno, who blanked. Taylor got the massive double haul 10 for the assist, the clean sheet, and the bonus 1 over that massive 5-0 win over Sheffield United. Andreas blanked with 2 points. And Brantford got a 9-pointer for the clean sheet against Nottingham Forest, which was quite annoying how much bench points there were this week. But yeah, he got the bonus 3 on top of that as well. And yeah, so far that game week 14 wasn't a great week for me for the -4. It led me to finish on 55 points and a red arrow from 107k down to 160k. So yeah, a lot of improvement I think my team needs, and obviously we move on to game week 15 to hopefully where it improves.
Yeah, hopefully game week 15 is a lot better for both of us. And yeah, I am looking forward to game week 15. Obviously, midweek football is always exciting. I do enjoy the midweek football and getting to watch the games. So obviously, let's pull it over to what my team currently looks like as of now. Obviously, game week 15, I do have, as you can see from the screen, I have 1 free transfer. So I'm just going to quickly go through what my team currently looks like. So in goal, I do have Strakosha currently on the team, and you'll see why that is. Back 3, I am playing a double Arsenal defense with Gabriel and Saliba, who've got Luton away, which again I think that's a decent fixture, and I'm hoping this is a banker for a clean sheet. If it's not, it would be a bit disappointing. But I do need that clean sheet from Arsenal, and I think it's a fixture where they should, fingers crossed, get it. Tsimikas, on the other hand, I've decided to play him now. Obviously, so I'm a Liverpool fan, so I do take notice about Liverpool and team lineups and rumors, etc. I've seen a few people say Tsimikas could be benched because he's played a lot of football recently, and Liverpool have another one coming quick. So Tsimikas is a potential minutes risk for this game, I believe. And if he does stay on the bench, I'm praying he doesn't come on, so I get Livramento off the bench against Everton. But Tsimikas is one to watch in terms of his minutes because I'm not 100% sure he'll start. I'm hoping he does, but Gomez can play left back. But Tsimikas has played a lot of football, so we'll see in that sense what Klopp decides to do with Tsimikas. In the midfield 5, I've got Burmo, Palmer, Saka, Son, and then Salah captain. Again, Burmo has a decent fixture against Brighton. I'm happy to play him. Palmer, with the way Man United are playing right now, I wouldn't want to drop Palmer. He was injured, or he had a knock. He came on and played some minutes, and hopefully he starts against Man United because he did look good in the last couple fixtures, and I'm happy to play him just because I think Man United really aren't great at the moment, and Chelsea are looking stronger than Man United, really, which is mad to say considering how poor Chelsea have been sort of this season. But I'll play Palmer. Saka, good fixture. Son, again, at home, London derby. He's proven it. He can score, pretty much. And he's the main man for Spurs, so happy to own him for that one. Salah, again, we've just seen Sheffield lose 5-0. So Salah looks like a prime captain option for me this week. And hopefully he can get on the score sheet this time. After his assist against Fulham, I'm hoping Salah is involved more in the chances in terms of getting the goals, and I do expect something big in that game. Obviously, Darwin is taking a lot of chances, but Darwin might be rotated for this game as Liverpool have another fixture on Saturday. So midweek game, if Gakpo plays, that could potentially be good for Salah. Obviously, being the main man again. So yeah, hopefully Salah can capitalize and put a couple past Sheffield. And then to complete the team is obviously Watkins, Haaland, who play against each other. And again, happy to own Watkins because again I think he's a good pick. It's a home fixture. Aston Villa looking strong. Man City going to have Grealish and Rodri out, and I think that's a big blow. And yeah, we'll see what Watkins does, because I do plan to keep him for the next couple of fixtures, even though they are quite tough. And Haaland, I've actually seen some news surrounding Haaland that he could miss that Villa game. I don't know exactly why. I think I've seen some people say, he could be banned because of what he said, etc. With the yellow card. Is he going to get retrospective? Is he going to get like retrospective punishment, etc.? We don't know yet. So it's one we'll have to see with Haaland if he does. But yeah, again, if he's got Villa, and it's a decent fixture for Haaland anyway. But yeah, that is my forward line. On the bench, I've got Areola, Livramento first bench, because I think I can see a clean sheet for Newcastle potentially against Everton. Taylor second bench, and then Archer firmly third. So as you guys can see from my team, I do have one free transfer and also 0.4 million in the bank. And there is two decisions. I've two sort of picks, options I have really with this team. I don't really see my team needing too much change. So I have looked at rolling the transfer. That's one option. And the second option is actually taking out my goalkeeper and doing a goalie transfer. So it could be seen as an obvious one. I think a lot of people are looking at this one. So it is actually Strakosha out and then bringing in Dubravka for my one free transfer. So yeah, that is the plan, to do a goalie transfer. Now, I wouldn't normally advise doing goalkeeper transfers because I just don't think it's worth it normally. But I think at 3.9 million, bringing in a Newcastle cover in terms of that defense, and Newcastle are good, in terms of clean sheets, in terms of the defense, they are pretty solid. That's sort of a gift, at 3.9 million, starting goalkeeper for Newcastle. The only slight worry is there are some rumors going around that David De Gea might be joining Newcastle in January. I don't know if people have seen that. If David De Gea joins, then obviously Dubravka, that's a slight issue. So maybe I can get 6 games out of Dubravka before January when David De Gea is rumored to come in. And if David De Gea does come in, then I'll just put Dubravka on the bench and play Areola. So I'll probably do the transfer anyway and hope Newcastle don't sign another goalkeeper. But if they do, I have that insurance to play Areola if Newcastle do sign a goalkeeper. But I should still get at least 6 games out of him. So I think I'm going to do it. At the price, it's quite hard to turn down. So that's the plan. Strakosha to Dubravka for free. Still leaves me with 0.4 in the bank. The rest of the team looks fine. Tsimikas, if he is rotated out, then I've got Livramento coming on, and I think I'm set up pretty well for this game week 15. And Salah captain, I don't think that's going to change. And yeah, happy with the way the team looks, to be fair.
Yeah, there is a lot of away fixtures. I think only Son and Watkins in the starting 11 have a home fixture. It's very interesting how many points are scored for the away fixtures that the players have in your team.
Yeah, quite a few away fixtures, to be fair. I didn't really spot that straight away. But Luton away for Arsenal, you just still expect a win. Sheffield away for Liverpool as well. It's one of those easier fixtures, the green fixtures. So I'm still hoping for a decent week. I could see it being a fairly good week personally, but obviously we'll have to see because we expect sometimes we think it's going to be a good week and it turns out to be pretty bad. But yeah, I'm fairly confident that it could be a decent game week. But again, we'll see when the time comes around when Tuesday games kicks off. So Jordan, obviously, that's my team out of the way. Let's pull up your team for Game Week 15, how you're lining up, and also talk us through your transfer plans because obviously you've had a day or so to think about what you're going to do.
Yeah, I think it's been very easy thought through this game week compared to the last two where injuries have played a massive factor and given me a massive headache. But yeah, this is what my team looks like for Game Week 15. So I have decided to bench Areola. I'm just tired of not having clean sheets from him, and for a while now, I don't think I've had one from him since I brought him in my team. So I'm going to give Leno a chance in goal, who has Nottingham Forest at home. Now, Nottingham Forest didn't have a great game against Everton. They actually lost 1-0 to them. So maybe if Nottingham Forest haven't improved from the last game, could potentially see Leno getting hopefully an assist over Areola, who has Tottenham away. But yeah, it is a home fixture, which gives an advantage to Leno. And if Nottingham Forest play the way they did against Everton, then there is a chance that Leno could nick a clean sheet from that game. Hopefully, I finally get a goalkeeper that keeps a clean sheet. But we move on to the back three. So we've got Simicast who has Sheffield United away. It's a nice fixture for Liverpool for being an away fixture. So there could be hopefully a clean sheet there if Simicast does play and not get benched in that game. But hopefully he does play, and yeah, it's a good fixture to bring Simicast in for. Next, we've got Trippier, who has Everton away, and obviously he comes off of a double haul of getting a clean sheet and attack and return as well. Against Everton away, Newcastle aren't the greatest, obviously, at away, but with it being Everton, there is the slight possibility and chance that Trippier can always get an attack and return, if not a clean sheet. But the best of both would be nice from Trippier again for this week, because that is why I want to keep Trippier, just because the fixtures for Newcastle now are very good. Finally, this might surprise a few, but I have decided to start Taylor, and I've put Luca Dean right on the last player on the bench. Tired of Aston Villa defence not giving a clean sheet since game week 6. So Luca Dean has been shoved right to the back of the defence because he's obviously got Man City at home. So if he manages to get a clean sheet in that game, I don't know what I'll do with myself if he does, because that is the most unlikeliest team where you could expect a clean sheet in. And if Luca Dean manages to get one, then I'll be very livid. But I've decided to play Taylor as the third defender who's got Wolves away. I think that's a nice fixture for him. And he's getting some attack and returns here and there as well. So, yeah, there was a bit of fortune differential as well for Wolves away. Could be something in it for Taylor. But, yeah, I'm definitely playing him over a Luca Dean who has Man City at home. And finally, we move on to the midfield, where we've got 5 in the midfield. We've got Salah, who has Sheffield United away. Again, that's a nice fixture. I'm glad to finally own Salah, especially when not being with him for the season so far. But yeah, I bought him in last game week, and it's paid off, I guess, with the assist he got. So hopefully he gets a bit more against Sheffield United away. In Burma, who's got Brighton away. Again, a nice fixture. I think Brighton still, they can't really keep a clean sheet. So I do expect goals in that game from Brentford, and hopefully it comes from in Burma as well. Matoma, he plays in Burma in the game. I'm not expecting much from Matoma, if I'm honest, but I do expect him to start, considering he was benched last game where he played only half an hour. So hopefully he does get something, or maybe an assist or something out of that game, just so he's worthwhile to keep. Because at the moment I'm contemplating whether it's worth having Matoma or not. Next, we've got Saka, who has Luton away. Potentially a nice captain pick for those who want to go different. I think that's a great fixture for Arsenal, for especially an away one, because Luton obviously have struggled. They are tough to break down in defence, as we saw against Brentford. It took them 45 plus minutes to break Luton's defence. I do expect Arsenal to have a lot of possession in that game, because I think Brentford had 8% possession in the first half. I see the same for Arsenal. They'll just literally pepper Luton defence until they finally break through, and hopefully Saka can be the one to punish the Luton defence. And next we got Andreas, who you may seem surprised of why he's in the starting 11. Obviously, we'll talk about him more after I've gone through my team, but he has Nottingham Forest at home. That's all I'm going to say really on that.
Not the worst fixture, to be fair.
It's not the worst fixture, but the fact that he's not taking penalties has slightly put me off, because I thought he would, but Willian took it in obviously that Monday night fixture 2 game weeks ago, and that sort of put me off of obviously having Andreas, because it's not really working out for me keeping him even for a bench option. He hasn't really returned. I don't think he's ever returned any points for me at all. And finally, we move on to the front 2, Haaland and Alvarez, who both have Aston Villa away. Now, I wasn't expecting to have Alvarez in game week 15, but my hand has been slightly forced into obviously keeping him for the Aston Villa away fixture. Whether he's benched or not, I'm probably not sure, but I'm hoping he's not. I doubt he will be, because he was taken off late in that second half. So that does give me a bit of hope that he does start against Aston Villa away. But yeah, Haaland, he's my captain pick again for this week. He's got Aston Villa away too. And yeah, I'm going to stick with the captaincy on Haaland. I could easily go to Salah, but I still see something coming from Haaland. Regardless, he does something every game week, it seems, as well. And briefly on the bench, we've got Areola, who has Tottenham away. Wissa, I've decided to bench, who's got Brighton away. Branthwaite, he's got Newcastle at home. And Luca Dean, who's got Man City at home. now we move on to obviously what my transfer plans are going forward into Game Week 15. So I have 0.5 million in the bank and I have one free transfer. Now you're probably going to guess who I'm going to transfer out, but it is in fact going to be Andreas, who I'm deciding to take out of my team. And the player I'm deciding to bring in for Andreas is going to be Huang, who I did mention obviously in the transfer tip video as a buy. And yes, I've decided to bring Huang in this week. He's got Burnley at home, so it is a nice fixture. I think a lot of my starting 11 players have nice fixtures this game week, and I think Huang literally tops it off for me with that fixture at home as well for Wolves. And the differential under 10% owned, and I believe he scored 8 goals so far this season. So it's quite underlooked pick, I think, for this week. A lot of people I don't think will consider going for Huang. So I like to go a bit different as well. And I want to get my rank back up to where it was before. So yeah, that leaves me with 0.2 million in the bank. So a little bit of cash left over, and obviously 0 transfers, as that's for one free transfer going forward to Game 15. But yeah, that is, I think it is straightforward this week. What my transfer plans are, I'm pretty confident with that. I think I'm going to stick with that. And yeah, that is what my plans are going forward with into Game Week 15.
Okay, lovely. So it looks like Huang is coming in for the move. So it looks like both of us are making moves this game week. Just a few comments coming in. So Scouser, evening lads.
Evening.
Also, obviously the happy birthday messages as it is Jordan's birthday.
Thank you.
Got one from Chief as well. Happy birthday, Jordan. Got Roman as well with happy birthday comment here. Also, we've got Chief, 76 points for me, not too shabby. Yeah, I mean, 76 points is great for this week, to be fair. So well done. Must be a big green arrow. Yeah, Roman, you guessed it. Dubravka is the one, obviously, with the thumbnail. Looks like that's where I can go. I could roll it and play it, play it a bit more cautious and then just roll and then see how it goes. But I think I want to do Dubravka because Areola is kind of annoying me right now as well, getting no clean sheets. Yeah, Haaland, I don't think he will. I just actually read a report because I've been at work all day, so I've only seen that Haaland actually will get away with without any punishments, which is again I think is the right thing because that referee, that decision wasn't really that great, was it?
No.
Yeah, that makes sense for Dubravka. If I didn't have triple Newcastle, I would look at him as well. Yeah, so yeah, I mean I've only got Livramento, so again another Newcastle goalie could be decent to bring in at that, especially at that price. SJ, good evening, and also happy birthday, Jordan.
Thank you.
Do you think Romero will start? Yeah, I believe his free match ban is up now as well, so he should be back into the starting 11, which is a big boost again for Spurs and their defense. Wolves could score. Taylor will lose clean sheet. I'm having Huang in the team. Obviously, you've bought in Huang. Obviously, he plays against Taylor. Bit of a clash there, but I'm sure that won't affect your decision making.
Nah, not at all. I mean, Brantford has Newcastle and Lucadina's Man City, so no clean sheet there. So, I mean, if Taylor could get an assist easily from that, even if he does get a clean sheet wipe.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Yeah, I'd probably play Taylor anyway as well, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting clean sheets really from defenders much. Very unhopeful for them this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's been one of those years where it feels like there's not as many clean sheets for defenders. But we'll see. A lot of decent fixtures, I think, like in terms of Arsenal defense, Liverpool as well, Sheffield. So hopefully there are some clean sheets, but we'll have to wait and see. Just want to add, guys, if you are enjoying the content, if you are watching and you're still in the stream, make sure you do smash the like button as it always helps support and grow the channel. We are very close to that 1,000 subscriber mark, so make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Also, we are back tomorrow. Well, Jordan will be back because due to work, I won't be able to stream tomorrow. So Jordan will take the deadline stream and he will do you guys an hour deadline. So from 5 p.m. till 6 p.m. UK time. Make sure you join tomorrow for the deadline stream, and that should be a good one. And that is pretty much it all to cover for today. I'm going to take a few more comments. I think one's Pranav has just dropped a comment in the chat. Hey there, Hassan Jordan. I took a -4 to bring in Huang and sold Diaby. He's my differential captain. Was my decision good?
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Jordan?
I mean, it's going to pay off massively going for a differential captain like Huang. His 8 goals so far have proven him worthwhile, I think. So I am surprised he's underneath 10% ownership. And against Burnley at home, Burnley have conceded a few goals this season. I don't see why not. Wolves can't do the same. And Huang has shown potential to score against big teams like he has scored against Arsenal. I don't see why he can't do it against Burnley at home. I think their defence it can only hold for so long, newly promoted teams, but eventually teams do break down defences like that. And I believe Huang can easily get through that defence and score some goals, hopefully, for you, especially as your captain. I do hope it pays off for you.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't personally captain a player like Huang. I'd rather go safer with the Salah, with the Haaland, etc. But look, fair play to you, and I hope you smash it. With that captaincy pick, definitely interesting. And if it pays off for you, then you will get a massive green arrow if it goes your way. Thoughts on Lo Celso? Yeah, I think Lo Celso is decent. I think he's 4.8 million, so very, very cheap. If you want to have Trippier in your team, as well as Salah, as well as Son and Haaland, so Lo Celso could be the one to bring in to free up money to let you do that. So he's starting the games. He got a goal. He looks to be playing pretty good now. Again, obviously, he was a bit frustrating in previous seasons. Not really an FPL option, but now he does seem a better option under Ange, especially with the injuries to Maddison, etc. I think Lo Celso could be fine if you need that very, very cheap midfielder to enable you a Trippier or someone like that. So yeah, not a bad enabler. And that's it for the questions, I think. Sorry for the quick stream. We are, as I said, we're back tomorrow for the deadline stream. Make sure you join us 5 p.m. UK time. It is a Tuesday deadline, as I mentioned. And yeah, just want to thank everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Also, obviously, happy birthday to you, Jordan, for doing the stream on your birthday. And yeah, that's it from us. Anything else you want to add before we do wrap it up?
Yeah, well, I'll also see you guys tomorrow on the deadline stream. Until then, have a nice evening, morning, or night, wherever you are. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll obviously see you tomorrow.
Take care, guys, and peace.